Okay, so it's, I don't know, it's about 7:30. I didn't get done baling last night until, I didn't get home until 10 o'clock last night. Ate my supper late. And I have this Krone baler here that is getting some upgrades done to it. Boy, we're not focusing too well. Yeah, Messick's is going to come out and do some upgrades to the greasing system. So, the automatic greasing system. Apparently there's a, let me throw this up here. I'll throw that up there and I'm going to get this. You know what? I better do a better job of that. I back up and run this over. It's not going to make me very happy. Okay. So, I told them I would blow it off and get it cleaned up enough for them so that Gerald wouldn't have these problems with mega itching. Because I really hate when it happens to me, and I really don't want to leave that guy with those kinds of, you know, those kinds of problems. So I'm going to go ahead and blow this thing off. I have a leaf blower. I know there's several people that are like, why don't you blow that thing off before you go to bed at night? Well, let me tell you something. I don't like blowing it off at all. It's not the fact that I don't do it, I just hate it. And at night, at 10 o'clock at night, I'm not going to be blowing this thing off at 10 o'clock at night. It just isn't going to happen. I'm tired. A lot of times I'm grumpy. And all I want to do is go eat something, because, you know, when you sit in a tractor all day for like 10 hours yesterday, 10, 12 hours yesterday in this tractor, baling, you just don't want to get up and you just don't want to be blowing it off at 10 o'clock at night. So the next morning you do what you're going to do. And besides, you can't see too well in the dark to blow off a baler. So, alright, I'm going to set up the camera and you can watch me blow the baler. Okay, so now that I'm black, I used to be white, I'm black now, dirt. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but anyway, these things, and I can't say this enough times, are probably, and I've never been around cotton equipment, but hay equipment, combines and things like that I've been around all my life. And I will say that these are, I can't say this particular one, but these machines have got to be by far the most dirtiest things ever devised by man. I mean, I'd rather work on a shit spreader sometimes. I mean, at least you can like scrape the wet shit away, unless it's frozen, and anybody that's owned a dairy farm knows what frozen shit is. It really sucks, but anyway, yeah, these things collect dirt like I would like to collect gold, and they're unbelievable. If there is a surface, and it doesn't, I gotta grease this. I'm gonna have to get my grease gun going on this thing before Gerald gets here. I'd forgotten about that guy, but yeah, sometimes, you know, you get going, and I spend about an hour every single day on this machine before I go to the field. Now, I don't blow it off every day. I blow it off about every 3 or 4 days. And Timothy actually blew this off yesterday. If you can believe that, with all the dirt that you've just witnessed, he did this yesterday. Yeah, so yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away, but that was before I blew this dust away, and I believe Tim did it yesterday. But anyways, every single place, ow, fucking hit my head. Anyway, I feel like George Saunders there when he whacked his head, but what did he say? Something about wanking. It wanking thing. I thought that was so damn funny. I don't know. I feel bad for your head, George, but that wanking thing was pretty friggin' funny. Even though I know it was meant, you said it because it hurt, but anyway, whatever. Yeah, so this is actually the stuffer mechanism, if you've ever seen one of these Krones, and I do have to get that greased. It's been a couple of times that it's been about 2 weeks, and you don't have to grease this one so often, but it's getting there. Oh, here's my Messick's guy. So he's probably thankful that I did the majority of the work, and I'm going to go up, shut this off, and Gerald does not want to be on film, so Gerald will not be on film. Holy hell. Okay, so Gerald is gone. He's been gone now pretty much all afternoon, but I just wanted to show what he has done. What he did was a couple of just little warranty things. One I cannot show you because it's up inside there, but he did tell me where it's at. Maybe I'll climb up there and see if I can find it myself. Look at that, I got a string wrapped up in there. I'll have to do something there. Replaced that the little idler sprocket that's behind this shield. Realized that shield is broken, and they're going to send me a new one. Yeah. We did have some issues earlier, and I'll show you on the other side where he fixed this. It was continually stuffing, so this was not settling back into where it belonged. And what else was there? I do have to tighten this. This shear bolt is a little loose, so that has to be tightened before I put this all back together. We did discover that one of the wiring harness, or this block here, this is for the weigh block that weighs the hay as it comes off, is faulty. So that's what's given me a false reading. I believe it's weighing properly, but it is false. He replaced this plastic bushing here, this little wheel here that sits down inside there, and he replaced this arm. Apparently there was an issue on other balers where it had problems, that it wasn't long enough. They actually lengthened it out. It used to be about this long, but now it's that long. And it grabs that more gently so it doesn't destroy the fiber block or the plastic block. This piece here was too tight, whether dirt had built up underneath it or whatever from the factory. It had changed. It wasn't allowing you see that roller there at the tip of my finger? It was not allowing the roller to come all the way forward to stop the trip mechanism. So he readjusted this so that this is the brake. It's got this little plastic or fiber bushing there that presses against this. You can see it's rubbed. And what that does is keeps it from bouncing off of the stop. So without this, it would hit that stop and bounce back out and then stuff again. And it was continually stuffing. It really didn't matter too much other than it was just continually stuffing, and it should not have been. So he readjusted that and everything's pretty good. What else did he do? We just cleaned some stuff up in here. Of course, this is new. He checked that fiber block there, and the fiber block seems to be just fine, wearing good. He did notice that it's wore the paint off there, and he's going to do some research to see if that is going to cause a problem or not, but he doesn't seem to think so. So we're just going to let that be for now. Keep running it because everything else is working. What else did he do to this thing? Really, the only thing he really did to it is up inside there, and I'm going to go see if I can find that. As you can see, this thing really opens up nice to service it and stuff. I really am happy about that because you could just get right up and underneath there. Oh, we did find a jam nut here that was loose. This jam nut right there, it had loosened up and fallen down there, but it didn't loosen up the big, I'm pointing at the wrong spot, this jam nut here and this bolt. So he snugged that to see if it was loose or not, and it was not. And all that does is keeps that centered so that you don't destroy the thing. Before I close it up, I am going to grease that on both sides, and obviously I'm going to grease these too. And of course that one there, right there, that needs to be greased, and this, and I think he did grease that, no? No, he did not grease that. So let's go climb on up top there. It's 4 minutes and 30 seconds in. I can probably edit some of that out if I want to. Checked the knotters, said they're working wonderfully. I don't think I'm going to be able to get down in there very easily because I'm big. I'm big, and that's a small spot. But I'm going to do it anyways. If you've never been inside one of these balers, you're about to. Oh yeah. Hopefully nobody jumps in the tractor, starts it up, and kills me. Oh, I'm sure some of my trolls would love to see that, but not me. Okay, so now I'm down in here, and where did he say that block was? Oh, I'm sitting on something I don't like. Okay. Where did he say that was? You could see, here's a metal one. I think he said it was on this side. Yeah. Yeah, right here. He changed this. This one here. It was a steel one that went to that, and he changed it to this one here. It's a rubber one now. So that's all good. And don't ask me how it works, but that grease travels through that block there to these rollers. He did show me that one of these rollers is worn pretty badly. That one down there. The stuffer one. So that's going to have to be replaced. He says it's a two-man job, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh boy. Oh, here's another thing. There's little brushes in here. This guy right here. It should not look like that. It should look like that. So something obviously got in there and jammed up or came back in and bent that back. So he's going to look and see if they sell these individually or if it has to be cut out. I'm pretty sure they sell them individually and it'll be cut out and welded in. We'll just weld a new one in. What that does is keeps the debris from coming this way and building up. What else is there? I mean, this thing is just incredible. I love this baler, I really do. I don't think I love being down in here, but anyway, let me climb out of here. Wow, this is kind of weird. It shouldn't be like that, but it is. So yeah, you can get in, but then you got to get back out. This is what tests the pressure, the pressure on these here. Somehow that has something to do with the scale. I don't know. But anyway, so now that I've got 5 minutes of me grunting and pointing at things that you don't understand, or well, you don't understand, I do, but I guess that's it. So I'm gonna move on, and yeah, there's where my camera's mounted anyway. I don't think I ever showed anybody, but I just glued it. I glued it right there. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for more. I think that ought to do it, because I'm going to go mow hay. I got to go mow hay.